So like, see, attribute-based access control, role-based access control is not new. It's been there for a long time. But bringing that into mainstream, just like outside of just access control, like make it part of your security operational framework in like day-to-day life. It's not there yet, right? So you think is that something that we should be moving towards, or taking more of the burden of security away from the user and putting more on the system side where it is more context aware.
Absolutely. And I think that we're seeing that individually a lot. As you said, RBAC has been the standard for a whole bunch of platforms for forever. But I think that you're going to probably see some more push towards some unification of standards across multiple platforms in the future.
Coming back to security controls, like what security controls do you see which users mostly work around, and why?
I'd say that the biggest pushback and complaint that we oftentimes see is for different types of MFA, and in some cases, understandable. I I'll tell a very quick kind of abstract version of a story that I can kind of make sure that MDAs don't bite me. Um, I had a I was at a previous firm. I was the CTO of another financial firm, some half fintech, half service oriented, and the biggest thing the complaint that we got from a lot of the staff was that the MFA procedures and sidecars were really difficult for them to navigate because they felt that the timeout was too quick, and we kind of at first initially myself and a couple of my senior uh staff kind of suppressed our eye rolls, our whatever reactions. But one of the things that we noticed was that when I made it a habit, I should say, in preface here, to try to always spend at least a little bit of time, sort of side by siding with a person from an individual team whenever I'm new to a company. So when I did that with a particular team that was complaining the hardest, one of the things I noticed was that they were doing a whole lot of multitasking. So yeah, it was very easy for them to lose track of you know, getting a hold of, an MFA code, a one-time password, whatever, when the timeout speed was 30 seconds. They're answering multiple Slack channels. They're going back and forth on, various time-sensitive issues. And so for them, a little more difficult. Our solution to that, in conjunction with a few other problems that presented where it just kind of converged perfectly, was to bring in a passwordless auth system that would use fingerprints. So, and kind of going hand in hand with like Windows Hello with Macs, etc. So, it is again meeting people where they are, right?